It's the National Football League on...
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. And they're led out by their quarterback from the University of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Ridder. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Ridder. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. It's hot. Hey, middle.
They send a receiver in motion left. Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Report.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the give, it's Mitchell. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Second down, Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Report. Hey.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Hey, Ozzy. Sit out. Middle. Sit out.
Again, it's Jackson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive, and as we take a look at the NFL leaders in TD passes coming in, it's right there among the best in the league.
Go right here. Yeah.
On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it. Cut.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ritter. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
The Ravens offense and running back Keaton Mitchell set to go once more. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. On play action, here's Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. They send him right out of the slot. Jackson looking to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Go. 13.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On 2nd down, it's Ritter. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for New England. On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this Second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Motion man is the tight end going right. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a short pickup down inside the 10. On 2nd down, Ritter. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Pats get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Jackson. This is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
That's caught. It's Javon Baker. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Throwing is Ritter. Now he'll run. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Now, Ritter to throw on second down. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Patriots. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and the Pats are back within 4. It is 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Hey, report. Report. Hey. Shut up.
To throw is Jackson. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Middle. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Slot receiver headed right.
Shut up.
Second down. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, shot.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let one go down the middle. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Hey. Shut up.
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell.
Don't worry.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Oh. No, we changed it. Shut up.
Now, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Man in motion, heading left. Play action now. Jackson. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Don't worry. Hey, shot. Hey, middle.
Moving the tight end right.
Shut up.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Report.
Jackson up top again. He'll go right and find his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They motion the slot man left. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Now Ritter. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. On play action, Ritter. And And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense.
You at X. You at X. Yo. Go.
Tight end on the move left. On 1st and 10, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
What is it? 13. What is it?
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Patriots offense. And their running back set to go once more. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ritter. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 2nd down, it's Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Ritter. He's going to let this one go deep. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites, now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin the drive here in the 4th quarter. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, here's Jackson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Report.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Patriots ready for the punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This will be returnable from his own 15. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. And it looks like they're going to get a 14th win on the season, cementing themselves as one of the favorites to win the whole thing.
Ball start, offense.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Here's Jackson. The ball comes out. One of the Patriots has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
Here we go, set. Let go.
Here's Ritter. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left In the regular season already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. Second and 7. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throwing Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
No, we change it. Cut.
Second down. Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball. Christian Gonzalez, first-rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Ritter to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now this team's offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Here's 1st and 10.
13.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
Hey, middle.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Report.
Back to throw, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
180.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
DC, ready?
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. That's on the center, Tyler Lindebaum. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot.